right.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll look you up.
Awesome.
Right.
Take care.
You too.
Good luck with that. You have a real skill or whatever. It's like, keep going with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a great interviewer and very, very intuitive.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Bye. Hey guys.
Hi.
You have 5 minutes for an interview?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
What are you interviewing for?
So it's for my YouTube channel. Basically,
cool.
I like to talk to people about something they believe. It's not a debate. It's more like you tell me something you believe, and then I ask you questions to help to figure out how you came to that belief.
Okay.
Are you into it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Great. That sounds so cool.
Awesome. What's your guys' names?
I'm Noah. And
Noah.
I'm Ella.
Noah and Ella.
Yeah.
I have a little sister named Ella.
Oh, cute.
It's a great name. She's named after Fitzgerald.
Yes, I get that a lot. People call me Fitzgerald. Really? Yeah. And Andra. Of course.
Oh, well, sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
My card just got filled up. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Are you guys going to the waterfall? Or?
Yeah. This is her first time. Yeah.
It's it's not like an amazing water. It's not like
I know.
a gushing thing.
I know. It's her first time. It's not amazing.
I just want to temper your expectations.
They're tempered. Yeah, thank you. They're tempered. Thank you for doing that for me.
Yeah, it's not amazing, but it is. It's like beautiful.
No, it's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay,
Am I in it?
let's see. No, not anymore.
Well, I was here.
Now you're in it.
Oh, okay. I'll be
Yeah,
in
stay with me.
So yeah, a lot of people like to talk about like politics, like who they think should be in office. Some people like to talk about spiritual belief, like God or karma or something like that.
Yeah.
Some people like to talk about like social issues, like are there more than 2 genders, for instance?
Okay.
Could be anything. Does anything come to
Yeah.
mind?
Yeah.
I think that like what most people call God is just like it's more energy flowing through the planet and through people, and we don't really have a name for that or know how to articulate that, so we just kind of call that God.
Do you call it God?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Cool. We can talk about it for however long. Could be like 3 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever works for you guys. But so don't let me put words in your mouth. But you're saying that that God, what everyone's calling God, to you is energy flowing through the planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How, on a scale of 0 to 100, how confident would you say you are in that claim?
Like 73.
Okay, 73. That's very particular.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, 75 felt too high, but it was more than 70.
Okay. Okay, why are you so confident?
I was raised fairly secular, but like within a monotheistic religion, and I think as I grew up,
sorry.
Yeah.
Your family practiced a religion, but not too heavily. Is that what you're saying?
pretty much
Okay.
it was more cultural, more just kind of
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I think as I grew up, I'm a big believer in questioning everything, basically. And so the more I kind of questioned God, the more that made less sense, or the less that made sense to me.
Sure.
And the things that I've personally experienced, it made more sense that they would be related to something more like tangible, more physical. Like when I say energy, I mean like physical, actual energy.
Okay,
Yeah.
like the thing, I always forget how to scientifically define energy, like the capacity to do work, or what animates all of us biological living creatures, like the thing that we gain when we eat food or drink water.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
Closer to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying the energy that I get when I consume things or expel when I work out, that is God?
That the other way around, more that like God is like a blanket statement for everything that happens around us that we can't understand or that seem to defy a lot of the things we understand.
God is mystery itself?
Yeah. I think God is everything that we can't put a name to. And that a lot of all of those things are just more connected to energy and nature and like the world around us. And you know, that if I like put my hand up and you put your hand up close to mine, but we don't touch,
There's something.
There's heat there, you know, there's physical energy that goes between us, and that on a bigger, you know, vaguer scale is what people call God.
The moment that we start to understand that that heat, like if we came up with a scientific explanation for it, does it cease to be God?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't think it ceases to be God. I think it just, we understand it a little better, maybe.
Okay.
But I don't think it stops being just because we know it.
Okay. Because that's I guess what I'm curious about in your claim was like the part of it that was saying that like God is a sort of a word to describe the things that we don't know.
Yeah.
Like for instance, hi.
How you doing, guys?
Good. Like for instance, you know, at one point maybe we thought that God was responsible for like rain.
Right.
So he like maybe Zeus was up there throwing lightning bolts or something.
Yeah.
But now we have a scientific explanation for it.
Yeah.
You would. It's hard. Okay.
I would still say that that's God.
You would still say that's God.
I would still say that that's God.
Because it's something that's happening?
No, not necessarily because it's something that's happening, but because it's something that is so, or at one time was so difficult for us to comprehend.
Okay.
That, and I think, you know, the only reason we can really comprehend it now is, you know, I could pull up on Wikipedia like what is rain and read it to you.
Talk about precipitation.
Right, we could talk about that forever, and we can kind of generally understand that, but again, that's like a very I don't know, I think that's a way of like learning about God as opposed to
right. So just because we have an explanation for these things doesn't mean that they're not God anymore.
Right.
We're just describing them with our own human language. Is
yeah,
what you're saying.
exactly. We're
Okay.
applying like a human term
Okay.
to something that we can't, you know, put a human term to.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we can put a human term to?
I mean, I think so. Things that are human, right? Anything man-made, anything that we are as humans.
Anything that we are or have created?
Right. I think
Okay.
are inherently, you know, it's called man-made because it's literally just that. So I think, you know, you can apply human terms to those things.
Okay, but you can't apply human terms to like this.
Right. Or like rain or anything like that. But we have to, because otherwise we can't understand it.
That's interesting. Do you mind if I ask a couple more questions?
Please, yeah.
Okay. What is like what is the fundamental difference between this and this, that such that we can talk about this with some sort of legitimacy but not this?
Well, I don't think it's a matter of legitimacy. I think, you know, by virtue of me seeing this, you seeing this, these two things both exist here. They're both legitimately
Right, yeah.
there.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, I can have a fundamental understanding of this because we've created this, right? We could break this down until it's very basic pieces. We couldn't really do that with this.
We couldn't.
Right. I don't think so.
Okay.
Like
all right.
this just kind of exists.
It's pretty basic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I could, I couldn't off the top of my head, but
if you wanted to,
right, I
yeah,
could tell you,
right.
how that exists.
Okay, last question. Well, it's kind of a two-parter on the claim that you brought up about what you think is God, and all the things sort of entailed, like the mystery aspect and the energy part. How confident are? Oh, you already answered
73.
that. 73. Okay. Why aren't you 100%?
I think just a general room for error is always good to have.
Okay.
I don't know that I'm 100% sure of anything.
Just in the spirit of being open-minded.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. But, it seems much more plausible than not that what we call God actually exists in this capacity, as opposed to what is written.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the words God and energy synonymous for you? Do they actually literally mean the same thing?
No.
Okay.
No, I think God would be a way to describe whatever that is, energy or whatever, whatever word you want to put to it.
I mean, it seems like it's something more than energy. In fact, you were saying it's just is it just the natural world? Like is this God? Is this part of God?
I would say so. Yeah.
But not this?
I think that too.
Okay.
I think it's, yeah, I think inherently it all falls under this umbrella of God, but I think
Okay.
God describes something else as opposed to God actually being something.
Is everything included in God?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fair.
I think
Yeah.
so. I don't know though. According to this definition, I guess, then yeah, I would think a majority of it does. I think it's a catch-all word for when we don't know, or when we can't use another word.
Right. I guess I'm just wondering, and you've, to be clear, like you've thought about this more than I have.
Right.
So I'm not I'm not judging your answers. I'm just wondering, is there anything that is there anything in the whole universe that you wouldn't consider God? Like, what isn't God?
That's a good question. I don't know. I guess according to this definition, I don't know that there is something, because of the nature of this definition is that it covers everything that we know and all the things we
It does.
don't really know yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that God, in your definition, God is everything?
God can be used to describe everything,
God can be used
Yeah.
to describe everything.
but it's a describing word. It's not an actual force or
It's like an
being.
adjective?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's like as though you were to ask me, is everything beautiful? Like, yeah, you could probably find beauty in everything
anything,
if you
yeah.
wanted to, but beautiful isn't actually something. It's a
Right.
describing word.
Okay, I think I'm starting to understand a bit more. So, like, God, calling everything God as a description, in the way that what does it mean? Like that things have energy, or that things. Well, no. Oh, okay, maybe it's that God is the description on the whole universe. I don't know what it is.
It's too big.
Because I think I have an intuition on what you're saying, but I am struggling putting it into words.
Yeah.
So I'll just ask one last question, which is there anything that could make you less confident in your claim? Any new information you could learn, any experience you could have that would make you like a 50% or a 20% or
Right.
something like that?
I don't know. I think I guess if there were any like developments in our understanding of what energy is, you know, there are pretty fundamental things we know about it, and I think if any of those change, maybe. But beyond that, no, I don't think so. I feel pretty, you know, pretty secure.
Solid,
yeah.
Okay, thanks, Noah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Noah, did you want to talk about anything, or are you good?
No, I'm too shy.
Okay, that's fine.
But thank you though.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you so much. What's
Do you
your
mind?
name?
Quinn.
Quinn. Nice to meet you.
Noah?
Yeah.
Noah?
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
Quinn.
nice to meet you. Do you mind if I post it online?
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Sweet.
Do you want to find it?
Yeah. What's your channel?
So it's my first name,
Uh-huh.
Quinn,
Quinn.
and then questions.
Quinn Question.
Quinn questions.
I love it.
That's
Cool.
so great.
Yeah, I love
We'll
that.
see you when we leave, probably.
Yeah.
I'm about to leave because all my stuff died. So,
Oh, well.
yeah. But have a great
But,
night.
well,
Yes,
we'll see you on your...
Yeah, we'll see you on your channel.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.